Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a premiere video, and this is gonna premiere tomorrow, most likely, for this video. Like 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. sometime tomorrow on the 28th. So this is for a new album review that I just got done listening to. This is for Gavin Dance's new album, Jackpot Juicer, that I just got done listening to for this new Gavin Dance album that I listened to for all 18 songs. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album for Gavin Dance Jackpot Juicer and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review. Now it does consist of 18 songs, so it's pretty lengthy of an album. It's like 63 minutes of an album, runtime and all that. So you're listening to this album for a little while, but pretty much what did I think of it overall? It definitely rocks for sure. I was really surprised with this band. The screamer guy, John or whatever, sounds really good screaming in this song, and I think Tillian is the guy that is doing the clean vocals, but he actually is on hiatus, is what it said, since this year, of course. So I guess they had him for this album and until he went on hiatus, so he's not with them right now, so it's somebody else doing the vocals. That's gonna be doing the vocals, unless it's Will Swan or whatever, I'm not sure. But Untitled 2 was the intro track. It's only like 34 seconds. You're not in for a long song, but it's pretty good of an intro track, so 5 out of 5. Cream of the Crop is a really good track. I really enjoyed this one. The clean vocalist's vocals, whoever it is, it's either Tillian or Will, whoever's doing the clean vocals on this album. It sounds really good, so I was really surprised. I'm surprised there's high pitched vocals with his vocal range, and the screamer guy sounds good in this track. So, Cream of the Crop is a personal favorite. So 5 out of 5. Synergy was pretty good too. Really enjoyed this song. This is an album I'd definitely come back to for sure because I was really surprised with how they pulled it off with this whole album. There may have been a few songs I felt that were not the best, but other than that, this was a pretty good album for sure. So 5 out of 5 for Synergy. Love the guitar riffs. The vocals in it are great, including the screaming vocals. And just production and mixing sounds really good. Holy Ghost Spirit was pretty good. Really enjoyed this one. So 5 out of 5. I don't know if there's much to talk about. I know Cream of the Crop and Synergy were singles, and they're gonna have a new single coming out maybe on tomorrow, I believe, for Feels Bad Man, and I'll get to that song in a moment and my thoughts on it. But yeah, Holy Ghost Spirit's getting a 5 out of 5 for this song. I really enjoyed it, and the guy's vocals, the clean vocalist's vocals, whoever it is, it's either Tillian or Will Swan, and basically John's screaming vocals is really good. So 5 out of 5. For the Jeers was a personal favorite of mine too. I just like how it's sounding overall, and with the lead singer singing in it, the vocalist and the screaming vocals sounds really good in this track. So was really surprised with the start of this album. It's starting off pretty well for what it's going for. So 5 out of 5 for the Jeers. I like the catchy memorable vocals in this song, and it's very catchy too, so pretty good. Ember is the sixth song on the album, and it's pretty well done of a track, so 5 out of 5 for this one. Love the drum work, love the guitar work, and the screamer and the clean vocalist sound really good in this track, so 5 out of 5. Pop Off was one of the singles, I think, that came out earlier this year if I remember correctly. I think Tillian was doing vocals on this album, Tillian Pearson, and I didn't know that he took a hiatus for this band or whatever from doing tours and all that. So I think he did some of his vocals on this album, Jackpot Juicer. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for Pop Off. It sounds really good. So I'm loving this stuff for sure. One Man's Cringe was a least favorite, but I don't hate it. There's some moments with the experimentation on this track that I can't quite connect with this song, but other than that, it's a solid track, so 4.5 out of 5. Feels Bad Man is not a bad song either. It's a least favorite. I know this is coming out as a single tomorrow on the 28th, and I'm reviewing this album on the 27th, early pretty much. So maybe I'll decide to release this album review today or whatever. I don't know for sure on the 27th, but who knows. I'll decide what I want to do with this album review. But yeah, One Man's Cringe and Feels Bad Man are getting 4.5 out of 5s. Don't hate these songs, just not connecting with them for some odd reason. With how it's sounding vocally and screaming vocals is just too experimental, in my opinion. Die Another Day was a pretty strong track. Really enjoyed this, so 5 out of 5. It was one of the singles. I think it's came out 2 weeks ago for the song itself, but I really enjoyed it. Two Secret Weapons was a solid track. Not sure what I think of it overall, but it's unsure with me how I feel about this tracks. But other than that, I didn't hate this song, so 4.5 out of 5. Polka Dot Dobbins, I believe is how you pronounce it. Yeah, this track was really good, for sure. Didn't hate it. And vocally from Tillian, I believe is the lead singer that's doing the singing on this album, unless it's Will Swan. You'll have to remind me in the comment section below, because I might be unsure of myself with who is singing in this album. But 5 out of 5 for Polka Dot Dobbins. Pretty good song. Long Nights in Jail was pretty catchy. Didn't hate this. There was just some moments in the track that I don't know if I'm feeling for, but other than that, it's still a strong track, so 5 out of 5. Back on Deck was a pretty strong song. Really enjoyed it. The production in it is pretty good, and the mixing is pretty well done. And also the drum work and guitar work and the experimentation sounds really good in this track, so 5 out of 5. Current events, it has this repetitive noise with the screamer doing the repetitiveness with the da 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 kind of thing in this song, and it's making me cringe a bit. I don't hate this song for majority of it until that part in the song, the da 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 or whatever. It just kind of gets annoying and ear grating, unfortunately, but still solid track, so 4.5 out of 5. Majority of the song is pretty well done, except for that certain point in the song. Pray to God for Your Mother is a pretty catchy song. I really enjoyed it, and I love how it's sounding with the screamer, John screaming and all that. It sounds really good, so 5 out of 5. Really enjoyed this stuff. Swallowed by Eternity was a pretty good track, and it's getting a 5 out of 5. It's one of the longest songs on the album, but it does very well with what it's going for. And finally, we get to Have a Great Life, the closing track, which is pretty well done of a track, meaning it's a pretty good song on this album. So I really enjoyed the closing track on this album, so 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think Dance Gavin Dance did a pretty good job on their new album. I was really surprised. There were some songs I was a little hesitant on liking, but it is going to get a pretty good rating for this album. And overall, I think Dance Gavin Dance Jackpot Juicer is a pretty good listen. Highly recommend you check it out if you haven't listened to it yet. It is coming out on July 29th, so I might be reviewing it a bit too early. So I do want to apologize for that. It's just I found it on leak, like it came out on leak yesterday, but I didn't want to download it till this morning, so I wanted to wait to listen to it, which I could have waited a little longer, but to listen to it, but I just wanted to check this out and see what I thought of it for a whole listen. I never heard any of the singles. I just wanted to go into this with an open mind and be surprised, and I was surprised. They are a pretty good band. So for a score for me, I'm giving Dance Gavin Dance Jackpot Juicer album an 8.5 out of 10. Pretty good listen. Like I said, definitely recommend checking it out when it comes out on July 29th on streaming platforms like YouTube, Spotify, all that stuff. And yeah, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Dance Gavin Dance album, Jackpot Juicer, if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review, this new album review I made for you guys, I'm not sure when I'm premiering this video, but I'll let you guys know. It's either going to be today at 3 or 4 on July 27th, or it's going to be tomorrow at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But I'll decide what I decide to premiere it, or when I decide to premiere it or whatever. But if you did enjoy this album review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I don't know if I repeated myself or not, but I will be returning to you for the, I think it's going to be before this video comes out, the Rina Sawayama track review. I'm still trying to find it. But I'll probably find it before this video comes out or whatever. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this Dance Gavin Dance album review for Jackpot Juicer. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I know it's a little early of me reviewing it, and I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to give my take on this album, and I really enjoyed this album for sure, in my personal opinion. So stay safe, take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed this premiere video that is premiering sometime on the 27th or at least the 28th of July. And as always, I will see you in my next review.